All right. New Ken Carson, Experiment. I find myself oddly excited, extremely curious to listen to this album. The rage scene has been very interesting to me. I think in part, probably because I'm experiencing this in real time for the most part, along with the rest of you guys, which is fun. So much of the channel, so much of what I've listened to, it's already said and done and happened, and Bob, you had to be there, and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of neat to just see this genre unfold. And it's been an interesting genre for me because it's so wildly hit or miss. Like there's some stuff that I love. I've found I'm a big fan of Yeet. Big fan of Yeet. I liked the new Slayer album, the Half Blood. SD Kid dropped Rebel. That was pretty fucking cool. But then I tried doing a reaction to Rest in Bass by Che. I literally couldn't get through it. I just stopped and I didn't post anything because of it. There's some other stuff that I'm just not quite into. Ken Carson, I find myself fairly neutral on. He's cool. I don't love him. I don't hate him. So it's interesting. It's really interesting subgenre. I like what these guys are doing. I found with me personally, what I enjoy is on the production side. I like it when the production stays a little bit on the cleaner side in terms of the sound. I don't mind distortion and loud and all that shit, but there is a point for me, for my ears, where it just sounds like a blown out speaker, and then I lose interest. And that's common for me. Same thing with metal, and I say this all the time with like vocals. When the guy just starts going, I'm out. I don't like that shit. I need to be able to hear what's happening. That's something that just how I am. That's what I'm into. So yeah, I originally was not going to react to this because this is the Friday morning before 4th of July, and I got plans for this weekend, obviously, but it's 6 a.m. I'm gonna crack this off real quick, and then we can get out the door and do our thing. But I'm not gonna be able to post on YouTube right away. So if you're on Patreon and you're seeing this, thank you for supporting on Patreon. You get yourself a little bit of an exclusive experience this weekend, which is kind of rare. One thing I like is that I just post my shit right away and don't make you guys wait. Ken Carson, Experiment. 22 songs at an hour. Okay, a bunch of features. Playboy Carti, 2 Hollis, who I've not heard. Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Destroy Lonely, who I've not heard. There's some guys on here I haven't heard, That's another thing too with the rage subgenre is there's still plenty of artists I haven't tapped into yet. But I'm curious, man. I'm very curious. One thing I'm gonna do my absolute best to try to just block out lyrics. I get all whiny and pissy and moany about the lyrics with rage, don't I? Because they're always just kind of saying the same thing. I feel like that's a spot where rage has so much potential. So much potential. All somebody has to do is come up with some sort of general concept. Like, that's why I like 2093 so much by Yeet. And even A Dangerous Life. Like, I get why people weren't into Dangerous Life, but I like what he was trying to do in terms of like the story side, because there actually is a story to that album. And to me, it makes something that can be interesting even more interesting when you've got something lyrical going along with what's happening on the production side. But whatever. I'm going to try not to focus on the lyrics. I'm just going to focus on the vibe, the energy, the sound, the style, all of that shit, right? I feel like that's something I've gotten slightly better at. It's just chilling and listening to the music. But let's jump in. I'm very curious. Because when I walk into this space, I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not. A lot of stuff people recommend to me. They give me this great write-up, and I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking cool. That sounds interesting. All right. So I already kind of have a slight idea of what I'm going to stumble into. This, other than it being Ken Carson and, it looks like the Opium label people. Yeah, I don't know. But let's jump in. Brand new album, Ken Carson, Experiment. First track's called Where Do I Start? Producers are Forever and Mental. First one's just under 3 minutes. Track 1, Where Do I Start? Huh. Huh. I actually kind of like that little beginning part.
Where do I start? We was
I'm inevitable just like that. She's I like this rapid tempo of the practice. I mean, I know I'm not doing it right because I haven't learned it yet, but I like the rapid tempo of the production here. I'm kind of cool with this one, and as an opener, I like the tone we're setting. You know, another thing too. Oh, I gotta see if it transitions. I can't fuck up the track-to-track transition. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Another thing too about, so yesterday I did a reaction. I recorded a reaction to Missy Elliott's Super Duper Fly. Because the plan was I'm not gonna have time this morning for this, and so I'll post that up on Friday. But yesterday afternoon I was like, I just want to check it out. And I think part of it was I just gotta find myself in a space for no reason whatsoever. I can't even explain why. I wish there was something I could control where I just felt like I don't really care what they're going to say, like lyrically. Like I just felt non-picky, non-judgmental, if that makes any sense. So like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about the lyrics. I'm just kind of in that mood right now, carrying over from yesterday. And so this shit, like the way she sucked the balls, it'll make your soul cry. Pretty good. I'm not gonna worry, too much about tearing through the lyrics, right? Like if I catch something, I'll mention it. But really trying to stick in the vibe, energy of this album. I don't even want to click on this annotation. I'm worried about the picture that might pop out. Good opener. I really liked the rapidity of that little structure within the production there. And I like the tone. And where do I start? Yeah. You got 22 songs and you're going to try to arrange it. I hope he cares about track listing arrangement on an album. I think that matters a lot. So yeah, where do you start? Decent start. So 2 we already dropped into. I'll back it up a little bit. I just wanted to just to hear that transition a little bit. I'll try to, as we go forward, what I'll try to do is like stop 10 seconds before the song ends and then roll into the next one to see if we can capture the transition. This one's called Death Note. Ken Carson and Playboy Cardi. The producer is Sky. I'll say Sky. Yesterday I did, Super Duper Fly, and one of the features was GINUWINE, and I was like, GNU wine, and then when she comes on, it's genuine. Oh my god! How did I not get that? Anyway, here's track 2, Death Note. Curious to see what happens with the energy going forward. Good build. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Jesus. This is a banger live. Cover my ears when you talk, I ain't hearing it. Now cover up my ears when you talk, I ain't hearing it. Now cover up my ears when you talk, I ain't hearing it. As long as I got that, y'all see, I ain't fearing shit. As long as I got my toxic, I'ma use them like a Asian.
You not celibate, put that on everything you got.
Jesus,
you not celibate, put that on everything you got.
I feel like this is gonna reverberate and rattle down whatever stadium this is played in. It's just gonna like make the structural integrity fail, and the building's gonna collapse.
Too much in my crib, can't fit in to say where the fuck I'ma stash you. Too much in my crib, he still stashing out the shoebox.
God, so this is interesting to me because normally if it's like a wall of sound and it's all blown out, I'm not into it. But there's two layers to the sound, and there's just like kind of like tapping bass. Well, it's not. I don't even want to say tapping. That's the wrong description there. But there's a dual layer bass sound, and so it almost like sounds like when you watch the videos of the big bass speaker like doing that shit, you know. That's what it's, and you can see like the different wave coming through. Like in the center, it's doing a little bit more, but on the outside, it's more of that. That's what it sounds like. It just works. It works, which is kind of nice because normally, I think on this, if it didn't have that like dual layer, I'd be like, oh, it's just a blown out sound again. But this has something there that makes it more interesting. Playboy sounds different. Voice sounds very good. Still on the block, they plot by man, but still gonna crash, I ain't worried about. Still gonna crash, we ain't worried about. Still gonna crash, we ain't worried. Still gonna crash, we ain't worried. Still gonna crash, we ain't worried. Still gonna crash, still gonna crash, still gonna crash, we ain't worried. Bitch, you fly like a bird. This is gonna go nuts, live. Lots.
I'm out of hell on the night. Put a lot on the news real quick, I'm talking about, I be how they pussy, they don't know what to do. But yeah, I say, interesting, you know this shit for yeah.
I'm just pausing here because we've got about 20 seconds left. So I'll mention what's the next song here. Shadeson. It's got Two Hollis on here. Two Hollis is producing, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed by how fucking insanely relentless this song is on the production side. Like it fucking full throttle. Sky just went, fuck it. We're going full throttle. We're not going to let up. We're just going to push all the way through, which makes me very curious to how 3 is going to sound. But let's finish this one up. Jesus Christ, dude. I feel like this is going to be, especially too, because, you know, as Ken Carson goes on tour, is Playboy going to show up at any of them? Because if he does come out, you know, if he's there for the live show, if this comes on, first of all, when it comes on, everyone's going to go nuts. And then if he comes out for it, everyone's going to go fucking nuts. So, and two, like, Playboy Carter right here, still going crazy. Ain't worried about. Everyone's going to go crazy on that section right there. Big time. Big time. I almost kind of wish on the production side, if they would have somehow, I don't know how you do it, like doubled down on the sound, on the still going crazy, like just almost like another drop within the drop that is just persistent through the entire song. It might split the planet in half though. So I guess that's good that they're not doing that. Otherwise we would all die. All right, we'll roll out a Death Note into 3, which is called Shade.
That nigga's pussy hard, yeah. What you seeing me? Bitch, I'm a hustler, I don't care. Pussy money, weed, we having tons of it over here. That's all murder, G. Don't have to kill me, put me in the chair.
Really curious to see how it transitions. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Did not expect that. Did not expect that. Oh, cool.
Chase on too geek. When I see it smoke, you niggas don't want no beef.
Cool.
Diamonds on my teeth. On my top, not cheap. Hit dog sign when I speak.
Ooh.
Clean this shit neat free. Think she got OCD. I'm about like OKC. I'm about like SGA. You can't buy with this.
That bass note, I mean, this is going to sound stupid because I'm going to say the same description, bass and bass, but like it's a synthetic note. It's like a pad, keyboard, whatever. But I like how Two Hollis has twisted it around to almost make it sound like a bass string being hit Almost. It's cool. I really like that. Really like that.
don't know my boy, fuck.
It's got that reverberation, like a bass string would vibrate.
They gon' call it rage. But 50, his face all switchblade. By the digits, she gon' make that ass shake.
I like shadeson. I like shadeson.
I'm having a bad day. Got a bad bitch, she brown, just like Foxy.
Yeah, dude, I like this one. I like this one a lot.
Nowadays, I'm on the block. She caught me, she ain't no give a fuck on acting shop. But if she leave her stay, all these hoes still gon' flop. Get the fuck out the way, on 308 song, got the name on it. Demon 170 creeping up the street, I just dropped the brain on it. All I know is lean, 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 then I need a cane on it. She thought I was
lean, lean, I need a cane. I like shadeson. 2 hollows. Killed it with the production on this one. What a kind of surprising and fascinating decision to transition from fucking Death Note to shadeson. I mean, full stop, essentially. But again, I'm talking about the live experience because a lot of that shit matters when it comes to this genre. How this shit is done live matters a lot. And so Death Note's gonna go nuts, and then it's just gonna fucking stop. Although it would be cool if during the live show too they did just immediately drop into something else. But this shadeson is a great example of something that I really enjoy about what I talked about earlier. Not so much into the blown out sound, but more of the, you can kind of hear everything. I love the space that exists on this one. I love that 2 hollows put this like reverberation on the bass note. It almost sounds like a bass string that's just kind of humming after it's gotten plucked. And then he's got these little in the background. I really like shadeson. Really like shadeson. Cool sound. Very cool sound. And then honestly, I like what Ken Carson's doing too. Just kind of chilled out a bit on it. And I apologize, I'm not looking at lyrics. I'm trying to stick to that. He might actually be saying some stuff in here. Well, about them digits, you're going to make that ass shake. I'm having a bad day. Poured my last 4, then spill it all. Sad day. That is a sad day. If you spill your last drink. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, cool. What's the next one? Next one's called Gynecologist. I'm going to really not pay attention to the lyrics on Gynecologist. But we'll roll out of shadeson. There's about 10 seconds left. Cool. I like shadeson a lot.
Wake up, filthy.
Oh yeah, Filthy's producing. Who else? Lucrative. Prod 5-star and Chenzo.
This thing make it scatter like roaches. Roll up her out, smoke this. Cut me the Glock, tote this. She had like she never wrote this. Middle finger to my old bitch. Middle finger to the prosecutor. Middle finger to the prostituters. I ain't paying for no pussy. Y'all ain't laying on the pussy. Strip my bands on the pussy. I'm trying to get my hands on the pussy. I'm trying to put my hands on the pussy. I'm the budget, yeah, I'm good shit. They jacking, but don't know the bullshit. I'm telling that Tully. Shoot out on cam, he died in the movie.
See, this song's interesting to me because to me, I go, okay, yeah, good. Just good, standard, solid sound. And it immediately brings to my mind the question of, what do the fans from Rage want? Because there's been a couple times when some people, it seems like they've pushed the boundary a little bit of experimentation and people don't like that. But then at the same time, this song, it's fine. It's cool. But it's not blowing my mind. It's not something I would skip necessarily, but it's not something that's going to stand out in my opinion either. It's cool, right? And this is why I get excited about this subgenre, because I'm waiting to see if somebody can take this sound, this style, and evolve it in a way where the fans go, oh my God, yes. Because I feel like there's more walls that can be broke through. Anyway, it's just something that it just spins around in my brain when I hear this, because it's cool and I'm sure people are going to be into it. And I mean, I'm fine with it, but at the same time, I feel like we've heard this before, And so that's what's so strange about subgenres and sounds and styles. It's like you have to sound like this because that's where it belongs. But at the same time, the more you sound like this, the less it stands out. So then you got to break out and evolve. But then if you go the wrong way, oh, no, you fucked it all up. I don't know. Anyway.
Every time I give her money, she
Because this is cool. It's fun.
Ain't paying for no pussy. I'm just laying on the pussy. Shoot my bands on the pussy. Yeah, that shit make it scatter like roaches. This an ARP fully. Gunfight, I'm the bully. 308, make them boogie. I might go fuck up my old bitch. Show me your wrist. I caught her a rollie. Put a sock in it, Mick Foley. This shit made them scream me like, no, please.
Who's Mick Foley? I know that name.
Roll up a op, smoke this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, no, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of Matt Foley, who was Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live, the motivational speaker. Okay, they're going to fade out here, so we get a little bit of a break. Okay. That's kind of the opening 4, I suppose. And I say that just because those 4 were all pretty tethered together for the most part. I know shadeson doesn't necessarily have like a direct transition, but I'm going to call that lump of music. That's the opener. Okay. Okay. You know, and it is called Xperiment. Are we going to push boundaries a little bit? Are we going to experiment? So far, you know, a good opener. Death Note is just insane. That is just like somebody went sitting there and they're just spinning their tires and the engine's maxed out on revs and they're just looking at you through the window, just sitting there, just burning the tires off. Really like shadeson, like the style, like the vibe of that one. Let's go to 5. It's called Wrist. Producer's Little 88. Let's drop in, man. Let's just see where this shit goes. Interesting. Already.
Show me your wrist. Show me your wrist. Show me your wrist. Show your wrist. Show your wrist. She rolling my blunt, but she not the one I'ma smoke it with. He thought she was the one. Lil' shawty ain't none. Lil' shawty let everybody hit. Posted a plate, swinging our black. Them niggas ain't never outside. When I'm in the cut, it's a scary sight.
What's his name? Lil 88. Lil 88's got these little, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like just these little subtle sounds in the background, sprinkling around. It's kind of neat.
Like P on my wrist, you ain't watching it. If it's not skeleton, it is not a flex. She think I'm capped in, save a hoe, but this ain't ink on my chest. She think we locked in.
She thinks I'm Captain Save-A-Ho.
Every time she leave her friend text, it's Ken Carson, RIP the X. Showing your wrist, showing your wrist.
I'm cool with this one. I'm cool with Wrist.
Showing your wrist, showing your wrist.
A little bit more chilled out.
Showing your wrist, showing your wrist. He think he's trim, but he done him. I don't wanna argue with you. Now when they go shopping at my cellar store, this hoe wanna take a picture.
And also, I kind of like Ken on this one.
You gotta let him miss you. Show me your wrist, show me your fit. What you got there? His and hers, everything we locked in.
Yeah, this one's kind of a vibe.
Show me your wrist, show me your wrist, show your wrist, show your wrist, show your wrist, show your wrist. Got it, show my wrist.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Wrist. I like Wrist. More of a vibe on that one. I don't know. I'll be kind of surprised, honestly, if it transitions into the next one. But we're gonna keep to this formula here. So the next one's called EDM, which is track 6. DJ Moon, Curseful, LBW, Storm Did It, Mainstream, ACOG, all kinds of producers on EDM. But I'm liking Wrist. I'm liking Wrist. Just kind of cool. Just kind of cool. You know, I don't know. I always feel weird when I do reactions and I don't really jump into lyrics, you know, because I'm so lyric focused and I enjoy and love lyrics. But at the same time, you know, this is kind of the weak spot for me with Rage is that it's so rare when they have anything remotely interesting to say other than, you know, she thinks we're locked in. I'm trying to fuck her friend. Anyway, but I feel like I am enjoying the vibe and the style and the sound so far. But basically, I'm just apologizing for not going over the lyrics because so far, I don't really think there's a whole lot to go over lyrically. I mean, you thought she was the one. Little Sure Ain't Nothing. Little shorty let everybody hit it. Well, there you go. She's certainly not the one, if that's the case, right? All right, let's roll into EDM. We've got about 15 seconds left of wrist. I like wrist. I like these little like digital hums in the background.
Crash dummy, girl, retarded, spending cash money.
I put your face on the pin. I ain't seen the face in a minute. I'm played by my spinach. Light of me through your teeth. I can't trust these women. SIT know him. Screech out the street, you hit me. 808's him. Just like EDM. Double O rain.
There you go.
My whole life film. You can watch it in 40X. If she don't wanna swallow my kids, I'ma leave them on her breast. I'm tatted on my chest. Chaos in the pentagram. She gon' give her push away. Yeah, and pray I give her down. I'm dodging hoes like TRX. Yeah, this the round. I'm on smart shit. Take out this whole fam. Now you get right quick. Turn that little chain down. I know it's fire shit. I'm on a hard quit. Every day I'm screwed for Twitter. Boys gotta show you how it feel. On my last album, I don't know if I should sign another deal. Everybody wishy-washy, I got trust issues.
Everybody wishy-washy, I got trust issues.
Fuck about these niggas come walk into these big red kid books. One bitch, two bitch, three bitches, I'm Dr. Seuss. Would've rented your wishes, but I'm just not a genie. Hope that I was Christian 'cause it's chrome.
Oh, that's good. One bitch, two bitch, three bitches. I'm Dr. Seuss. That's good. That's good. That's good, silly bullshit right there. I like that.
So in my mentions, he ain't believe me. Told you my life was film in 40 years, not 3D. I just want my mind to see me on TV.
I like that they kind of cleared it out a bit.
It's so hard they gon' cop the vinyl and CD. Pull up to a rock star show, y'all can't see me. Oh, you know, put on rock star before it's first time for everything. Maybe down the line, you can get a wedding ring.
Come back in with the head bass there. Cool. Cool.
Light of me through your teeth. I can't trust these women. SIT know him. Screech out the street, you hit me. 808's him. Just like EDM. Double O rain. My whole game trim. My whole life film. You can watch it in 40X.
This is another song with Rage where I go, yep, okay. Sounds like a good, solid Rage track. Nothing terrible about it. Nothing, mind-blowing about it. Just a good, solid Rage track. Which, I say that and it sounds dismissive, and I apologize. I don't mean to be dismissive about it, because I immediately think to, how many metal songs are there or hard rock songs are there that I'm like, this song's cool, And really, that's what you want, right? It's weird to me with the music discussion online these days, because people act like a solid, decent song kind of lands in the, mid range. And if you're mid, that's just garbage. And it's like, no, man, like you just want something, like if you're into the genre that you're listening to and an artist comes out with a new album that's in that lane, all you want is for them to just put out something that you're cool with at minimum, right? It's just gotta be cool. Like there's a lot of bands like Chevelle. I like Chevelle quite a bit. And there's a lot of the music, you go from song to song to song with Chevelle. Nothing's really mind-blowing. Nothing's really revolutionary. They sound like Chevelle consistently, but I'm cool with that sound. And so I enjoy it, Same thing with this, right? This isn't blowing anybody away, but if you're into this sound, this is it. This is what you want. And so, if I like EDM's a good, solid Rage track, just like Gynecologist was, and so far, pretty strong start to Experiment, in my opinion. I love that I'm dodging hoes like TRX. This is the Ram, because that's that like the fancy version of the Ram truck or whatever. I don't know why. I just like I'm dodging hoes like TRX. Let's see if it rolls into 7, which is called Truth. Art dealer, however you say that, and out of town producing. Sounds like it will transition. I wish that gap wasn't there, but maybe it's fine.
Just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth.
Kind of like this one.
Just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Yeah. So the question is, okay, Bob, why are you into this one, but maybe not so much to EDM? I like EDM. That's fine. But why do I like this one a little bit more? I feel like with the sound, there's just a little bit more movement. That's another thing too about me is I'm a huge fan of music that progresses as the song continues. I like evolution and alteration and variance and all that kind of shit. I like it when a song builds on itself. If it stays in the, the same, I don't know, music structure, style, rhythm, whatever, the whole time, not that that's necessarily bad, but to me, it puts a lot of pressure on that original piece of music because it's got to carry the load the whole song, and some songs you have to have it that way. But I love prog metal. I love songs that just constantly change and evolve and build and get more complicated because there's just more movement. There's more shit to listen to. And so with Truth right out of the gate, I'm hearing sounds that are kind of like wiggling around a little bit more rather than being more of a straight line, if that makes any fucking sense.
I'm fresh as fuck, take it big. I'm not gonna post everybody on dick.
This little that shit I like. Yeah, I like Truth. Yeah, and then it kicks up. Yeah, I like Truth. I like Truth. She like I need you, but she ain't rose like her animal. The puss like Hannah, but she say I'm golden. Yeah. This is cool. I'll pour my heart out to this music before I vent to you. I like Truth, man. Yeah. Yeah. Doing that little like right there. Yeah. I like Truth. Lots of little changes in the production. Doing this, we're doing that, we're dropping out, we're coming back in, wiggling around. I like Truth. That's a good one. I like it enough I want to kind of review the lyrics. I think this bitch here a witch hocus pocus. My fresh as fuck teeth that big. Not gonna post it. Everybody on Jake. How can I? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so there we go. But there's some lyrics. The next one's called "Out of My Body." Filthy, Chenzo, and Prod. I don't know if I'm supposed to say 5-star. I feel like I'm not, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But that's gonna be track 8. So we'll let Truth roll out and we'll see if it rolls into 8, which is called "Out of My Body." I like Truth. Truth gets a heart. Run a pretty strong run right here. Actually, more of a strong start now that I think about it. Album's pretty fucking solid. 7 songs in. Ha. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. I feel like that's Spotify. Like Spotify fucked up. I feel like Spotify fucked up that transition, not them. That was a weird hang at the very end. We're going to start it over just to catch it again. Oh, here's Truth. I'm going to put to like the very end. We'll listen to the last like 5-6 seconds or so. That was a weird hang. Oh no, it's the way they cut the track at the end. And then even the front end has got like a blank. I would like that taken out. I want Truth to drop right into "Out of My Body."
That shit don't make no sense. I work for everything I got. This bitch getting dismissed. Cody, I'm pissed. Diamonds my neck and wrist. Drops on my show like
Cody, yeah, I'm pissed.
She look like Swiss. Hey, flip some on bows. I'm living too wild. Like a bitch, I'm a bloodhound. I'm turn that judge round. I'm turn that hand candy.
This was solid, man. This was strong. There's something else that's fascinating about Rage to me is, I feel like if you're a very casual listener, or if you've never listened to it at all, right? If you put on gynecologist, EDM, truth, out of my body, the very fresh listener would go, well, yeah, it's all kind of the same. And in a way, it all is kind of the same, obviously. But like, what's weird to me is, EDM, I was like, yeah, this is good, solid. Out of my body, I like it more. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. I don't know. Don't know why. And so that's what's fascinating too to me about this subgenre is it's almost like you're following the same recipe, but everything comes out different, even though you're kind of doing, and I don't mean to say, they're doing the same thing over and over. That's not what I mean. But, the sound and the style exists within a certain framework. And so, okay, here's a song and here's a song. And, and I feel like you got 22 songs. Like, do you really need 22 songs? Well, kind of, because this one's a little bit different than that one. And that one's a little bit different than this one. And who knows what people are going to connect with versus not be into, and who knows? And I can't even tell you, I like Out of My Body more than EDM early on. I'm pissed about the transition from truth to Out of My Body, though. That gap is just oddly too long. Too long. Especially when Out of My Body, the way it hits with Filthy's producer note and all that shit. I want that gap gone. Completely removed.
He jumped off the trampoline, took off like Rocky.
Jumped off the trampoline, took off like a rocket.
Go they show me love, I don't need to copy. Got oodles on oodles like hooters. I'm out of my body, I'm out of my motherfucking body, I'm out of my body, I eat.
I like Ken right here.
They ready to fuck on the key. Shawty say she not a prostitute, want me to pay for what we did.
I'm going to pause real quick. We'll see if it rolls into the next one, which is called The Ritual. That's 9. Ian, this motherfucker, and Unseen are the producers. That'll be 9, The Ritual. I like Out of My Body. Yeah. This is a solid album so far. There we go. That was better. That was better. God damn, this one's fucking blown. I like this one too. Yeah, I'm liking this one too. This is surprising to me. I feel like Ken Carson right now is kind of winning me over, honestly. And I'm trying to figure out why. That's a big part of the reaction thing too, is explaining why it is that music has an effect on you, why you're enjoying it, why you're not enjoying it. Anybody who's sitting around going, well, this is trash, can you explain why? Can you actually articulate why you think something is trash, or you just go, this is trash? Because that's hater shit, in my opinion. If you're just sitting around going, this is trash. Basically, you're saying, this isn't what I like, therefore it's not good. No, that's not how music works, bro. That's not how it works at all. I'm kind of fascinated right now with my own experience with this album, first listen, because up until now, I feel like this has never really hooked me before, but this is kind of starting to hook me a little bit. But I can't articulate why. So that means, per my own definition and explanation from 30 seconds ago, I'm a bad reactor. Bad. Can't explain why. But I don't know. This is just working for me. And what's kind of cool right now is we're in a stretch. Well, this one's a little longer, 2:40, but like 2.5, 2 minutes, 2:40, 1.5. Although that's an interlude too. I think maybe that's part of what's working for me too, is we're having some shorter songs. I got really cranky about Yeet and whatever that album was with the burning house and the horse on the cover, because it was a song that was 3 minutes long, but it was 90 seconds of lyrics and then literally fucking copy paste. So they're basically doing the same song twice. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, I'll shut up. Let's get back to music.
I'm getting older, I've been working on my patience. Codeine soda, I swear I can't put it down the cup. Niggas on my dick, cover my sweat.
I think part of why I'm liking this one so much is I'm liking how Ken Carson sounds. But again, I can't explain why. Like, what is he doing differently that I like here? I figured it out. I figured it out. Why I like how Ken Carson sounds on this one versus something like EDM. I don't like it when rappers record one line at a time. And I don't mind if they record that way. I don't like it when I can hear it. When I can hear essentially that the ending word or two from the previous line is overwritten by the first couple words of the next line, where you can tell it's being recorded one line at a time. This, I don't know if it is being recorded that way or not, but you can't tell. It sounds like he's doing it line by line all the way through. That's why I'm into this one more. I think EDM, if I listen to EDM, I'm not going to, but I think EDM, what do they call it? Like a punch in where they just do it line by line. I don't like that. No, do the whole fucking song all the way through. I like it. That's why I like it. That's the difference right there. I figured it out. Yay. I can go back to being a good reactor again. Yay. Yeah, it just feels more natural to me. Yeah. 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 I like the ritual. It, to me, like, I'm kind of noticing too, I've been focusing a lot on the production and just energy vibe and shit. I'm starting to listen to Ken Carson more on just what he's doing vocally. And I like how he sounds on this one. You know, he's got a pretty good like rhythm to his flow. I like how he weaves into what's happening with the production. And so with this one, it just he sounds more natural. He sounds more live recorded rather than punched in one line at a time. So that's the difference. That's why I like the ritual versus something like EDM. And again, EDM's not a bad song. I'm not saying it's a bad song, but I'm just trying to explain those little subtle differences and why it clicks versus doesn't click. I like the ritual. Dude, you guys. Let's let it roll into the interlude. I don't know if is there gonna even be anything here. Oh yeah, there is gonna be lyrics. Okay. All right. Well, we won't. I was thinking maybe there's gonna be like a little basically minute and a half breather, but that's gonna be track 10. We're more or less almost halfway through the album. Dude, we're on a pretty strong start, in my opinion. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And it's a little harder for me to be impressed when it comes to the rage scene. It's a little bit harder for me to be impressed. This is pretty fucking solid so far. Halfway in. As long as I don't read the lyrics. And it's not like there's anything wrong with the lyrics. It's just, it's just not what I'm into. And so no big deal. Okay. We'll let it go into the interlude, which looks like it has lyrics and shit. So it's not an actual interlude. So he lied to us. Ken Carson is a liar. It's official. That's Starboy and Out of Town that are producing that. That's going to be track 10. We got about 20 seconds left of the ritual, which I like. I'm liking the ritual.
Remember you hate it. Now you just a fan, bitch. You should have waited.
Oh, it's going to fade. Okay, that's fine. We'll allow that, won't we? Yes. So it's going to fade into the interlude.
I'm in the stars, baby. Late night just you and me round in foreign cars, baby. Please schedule, I got plans.
This is a cool sound.
What you gonna do later? Put my life on the line, about your love. You ain't gotta worry about it, hey. If you wanna argue, then you got it, yo. I'm not a big baby. Eat a push, then I wrap it back up, yo. I'm tired, I'm saving for later.
I like interlude. Yeah.
That's my baby. I fuck her to sleep, yo. Y'all rockin' like crazy. I do whatever I want. The weekend, you do what you able. I've been counting up for a check while you.
Yeah. I like this one too. A little different. I got more sticks than COD. COD, Call of Duty. Yeah, I like interlude. Let's pause it right there. We'll see if it drops into 11 Ghosts, and that's going to have Lil Uzi Vert on there. Gabe, DJ Moon, and Arkman are producing. We'll see if it transitions. Honestly, I'll kind of be surprised if it does. I'm expecting a fade out. I don't know why, but that's going to be my prediction. It's going to fade out and then go into Ghosts. But here we'll finish up interlude. I like interlude. I just like this. Oh, it just completely drops out. Wow. Okay. Here's Ghost. Ken Carson going off. This one's cool too already. I gotta share this one with you. This is a great line. She a super hoe. She got me super hard. I like that. It's silly. It's ridiculous, but that's a super hoe. Get you super hard. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm like a Ghost. I'm wondering, because Ken Carson's going pretty hard. I wonder if he's kind of throwing a gauntlet down for Uzi Vert. Oh my god. Fucking Ken Carson's going off. I'm gonna give Ghost a heart. Makes me curious how Lil Uzi Vert's gonna do. God damn, dude. Ken Carson's just going off. Yeah, dude, fucking going off. Although I'm noticing there's only about a minute left, so Lil Uzi Vert isn't given a whole lot of time. Ken Carson's fucking hogging the song, man. But he is going off. Jesus. He is going off. I don't know if I don't listen to Ken Carson a lot. Well, hardly ever, honestly. What was it? It was a Great Chaos. I wasn't totally into, and the one prior to that, I don't remember the name right now, but it's got like the silhouette and you can kind of like see his like little vampire teeth or whatever. That one was cool. Fighting my demons. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever heard him fucking go off like this on a song before. Do I talk about the fucking Twitter rage bait? So Lil Uzi Vert's been getting argued over lately on the internets, on Twitter. I don't think I'm going to get into it. No. But basically the accusation was he's not a good rapper. We'll just leave it there. He's not a good rapper. And so we'll get to see. All right. Not that that all happened. You know, I'm sure this was recorded well before all that stupid bullshit happened, but kind of curious. I'm just throwing that out there. I like what Ken Carson has done vocally, crushing it on Ghost.
Super popular, yo, I'm a superstar. She a super hoe, she got me super high.
Diamonds obese, yeah, they big bone. Yeah, Lil Uzi Vert sounded good. Okay, it kind of just dropped, so no transition. I'll pause it there. I will say, so Lil Uzi Vert sounded great. I wish his portion of the song was longer. I like what Ken Carson did. I like that he went off. He went off fucking hard. He went the whole way through. But he also kind of went the whole way through. Like I would have loved, because that's a 4-minute song. I think that's actually the longest song off the album. Yep, that's the longest track. I wish it would have been a little bit more of a 50-50 rather than like a 80-20 or 75-25 in terms of split there. But Ken Carson crushed it. And Lil Uzi Vert sounded great too. It just would have been nice to hear a little bit more Lil Uzi Vert, you know? So this whole debate, basically it was, the general argument was Lil Uzi Vert is not a good rapper. And I won't go into specifics because I don't want to inflame people, but I feel like too, just glancing over the arguments people were making back and forth and all this shit, I feel like terminology matters so much because there's a difference between, and I even put a post up a couple days ago, lightly responding to it. I didn't like directly respond to it, but just kind of throwing out another thing, right? Rapping is different than writing. Writing is different from, having a catchy song. A catchy song is different from something being meaningful or powerful. There's all these different aspects to creating a song. You could be a great rapper and have nothing to say. You can rap really, 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 really well and not say anything important at all. Rapping is different from writing. You can be a great writer and just write the most incredible lyrics and vocally perform it, aka rap it, in a way that's boring and uninteresting, right? You can be a person who writes the catchiest song that everybody loves and it doesn't mean anything. You can write the most important, powerful song ever that nobody wants to hear because they don't want to put it on. There's just lots of characteristics that go into a song. Vocal performance is a big part of it. I think this is a great example of vocal performance. I think the rapping, the vocal delivery was very, very good. However, I'm not going to go through here on the lyrics and go, oh my God, these lyrics are so important and so amazing, right? Like for example, my dick in her face, she's sucking me up. That is not a powerful bar. Right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about what you're into. Like there are great songs I don't listen to. So a perfect example for me is Dave, the artist Dave from the UK. Incredible music, powerful music, meaningful, and just the lyrics. But it's so much. I don't want to listen to him. It's too much. It's too much. It's the same thing I complain about all the time with To Pimp a Butterfly. Amazing album, powerful, meaningful, like every positive description you want to give, that's that album. I never listen to it. It's too much. It's like a 7-course meal. It's so rare when I've got the mental time and space to take in that much from an album. I never listen to Pimp a Butterfly. It's too much. And in the same way too, like there's a lot of stuff with pop where, well, I don't listen to a lot of pop, but like you can go to the other extreme where it's basically just fun and just light and doesn't mean anything. That it's like, okay, it's like all I'm having is sugar right now. I'm always kind of in that middle. I like stuff having meaning and importance and impact, but I can't go too far that way. And when I shift away from it, I can have fun and listen to silly, fun pop songs. But at a certain point, I'm like, well, this is just not quite my thing either. And everybody gets to enjoy what they enjoy. Imagine that. I know the internet doesn't understand that for some reason. Everyone on the internet is just baffled by somebody else enjoying something they don't like, which is odd. Anyway, cool song. Ghost. Fucking Ken Carson crushed it. Lil Uzi Vert sounded great. Good song. Good track. The next one's got Young Thug, who I like. I like Young Thug quite a bit. It is called Drug Kit. It is track 12. Producers are DY Crazy, Trey Pounds, and Carter. Let's drop into Drug Kit. Let's see what Young Thug does. I already like that we kind of got a different style of beat. Yeah. Good. I want something that Young Thug can kind of slide into.
I got drugs in this bitch. bitch on red, yeah, she asking me for blue. Drugs hitting hard, yo, that's just what I do. He say he high on cloud nine, I'm standing on the moon. I got Hermes on my cup.
He says on cloud nine, I'm standing on the moon.
Ain't put no paddock on that bitch. If I do all that for you, reciprocate the energy. In order for you to make what I make, it take a century. Send her to the cemetery, she gon' take it to the grave. Now these hoes horn, I don't trust nobody anyway. None of them niggas start to spot this shit every fit come out the door.
This is cool.
Right next door to Rome. Shot it way too.
I will say that it's kind of funny hearing this after Ghost because Ken Carson sounds good, but he crushed it so hard on Ghost that now he sounds a little less interesting here. And it's not like a knock on him, but it's just that direct comparison, right? Like he went so fucking hard and so long on Ghost. Now it's just like, oh, so you're not even trying anymore, which isn't the case, right? That's not the case. He's just, we're chilled out more for the vibe of this song. But it is funny, like the immediate just comparison between the two performances, but also at the same time, it's cool because, right, you got to serve the song and we're a little bit more chilled out. And so I'm excited to hear what Young Thug does, but it is funny, the difference, but also it's appropriate, right? It's just like, when people argue about drummers, who's the best drummer? And it's like, no, the best drummer isn't the guy who just bangs the hardest, the fastest. You got to serve the song. Everything's got to serve the song. It's okay. Carson is serving the song, but it is fascinating, the difference here versus, on Ghost, because he fucking crushed it on Ghost. I kind of like the woo.
This how I feel when the drugs hit me. If you falling off, I hit my mans with a key. She got every minute AP because I love her. Yeah, now I ain't asking no bitch out for my brother, nigga. Let's go. Her tired of these little bit of hoes on keep my lover, nigga. Yeah. I'm on some renegade shit right now. Keep a rag on me. We go big jet. We at the clear point. Started stroking my ego. Telling me that I'm no one. Started calling me a daddy. Playing like a rally. Turn you up tomorrow. Switch you rolling for a patty. Turn your little bitty body up and now she got a fatty. She don't fell in love and now she need a Xanax.
This how I get when you drunk.
I kind of wanted a little bit more from Young Thug. Young Thug is somebody, I've only heard a couple albums, but I enjoy something I really like about him, at least with his older stuff. I don't know too much about his more recent stuff, but I like how much he plays with his voice. He plays with his voice really well. He makes his voice an instrument. It's really fun to listen to. He didn't really do that there. Pretty consistent in tone, pretty consistent in delivery. Just kind of stayed in that one pocket, which, okay. Well, there you go. Right? There you go. Again, he's matching the vibe of the song. Maybe he's just kind of going along with what Ken Carson's doing. But I would have liked Thug to go off a little bit more. But this is a chilled out vibe. I'm pausing to see if it transitions into 13, which is called Possession. Filthy and Prod 5 Star are producing on that one. That's 13. We'll see if it rolls into it. Now, hard fade out. Wow. Crunchy. Raise that money like leaves. Oh my god. That paints a picture. I like the beat. Oh, that's production. I like Possession. I like how just crunchy the production is. And I feel like the production specifically, it's right up to that edge for me where I talk about before, I don't like that just blown out speaker sound. We're really close to it. We're really close to that line, but we're not over that line. For me, personally, what I like. This is just crunchy. I can still hear different notes and different things coming in, but it's got just fucking distortion on top of it. But we're not completely blown out. So this works for me. Just see with the vocal overlap there. I love rake money like leaves. That's just hilarious. This part. I'm gonna pause right here just to see if it transitions to the next ones, which is I'm gonna say fuck with 00. I'm gonna say that's the name of the song. I don't know if that's what it's called. Fuck with 00. Misogi. I don't know how he pronounces this guy's name either. And then AM are producing, but I'll say it's fuck with 00. And that's track 14. Possession's a banger. Possession's a banger, in my opinion. I like him Possession. Let's see if it transitions into it. Yeah, I like Possession. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do transitions. Right there. That's how you do a transition. Probably the best transition on the album. Right there. Holy shit. This one's crunchy too. Crunchy. Catch me outside fall when I'm with a sinner. Those signs on my mind, I got money. Yeah. I like fuck with 00. Me, I can't remember. I'm swagging, I'm this was This one sounds like what your ears sound like after you're at the concert and you never wear earplugs. That's what this sounds like. Just little gremlins crunching away on the inside of your eardrum. Foreign hoe deport this bitch. This was crazy. This is another one where it sounds like Ken is going line by line. He's not like recording one line at a time. It sounds like it's recording all the way through. That shit matters. We're 14 in on a 22 track album. 14 in, and I got check marks, you guys. I even already want to go back and like re-listen to EDM, Gynecologist, Where Do I Start? Like, it takes me a while to ease into an album usually. Even if it's an artist that I've heard before, it just takes me a while to ease into an album. They got something going on this one, in my opinion. They got some. This is fucking strong, very strong, very strong. I'm impressed. What's blowing me away, why I'm like pausing to talk about it is hooking me. I was saying that earlier, like I'm starting to get hooked on this. This is fucking hooking on me. Big time. And it's kind of surprising me because this isn't normally my thing. It really isn't normally my thing. But I really appreciate that. I feel like they're pushing that boundary of sound where, you know, we're not quite through on the other side where it just sounds like everything's blown out. I feel like there's effort being put into the production. They're pushing that sound. They're making it crunchy right here in these last couple songs. But also I'm realizing too how much it matters to me when I can hear Ken Carson and it sounds like he's in the pocket going with the music rather than recording one line at a time. That shit matters to me a lot. I'm really realizing that right now because I care quite a bit about rapping and how people rap and their flow and their style and shit. And to me, when I can hear somebody just recording one line at a time, it kills the magic. It's just like, I feel like anybody can do that. Anybody can record one line at a time. There's nothing difficult about that. You know, somebody who can just fucking go and go and go and go and go and go. That is impressive. That matters a lot. It carries a lot of weight for me. This is a fucking good track right here. At first I was like, oh, maybe it's going to run a little too long because the production hasn't really varied. You know, it's just kind of stayed the same, rather than Truth was one that was shifted around a lot. But it's good sound. Good sound. So we'll say we're going to pause here for the transition also, since I already talked. The next one's called So Many Bags, produced by Legion, and that's 15. So we'll let this roll into 15, see if it transitions. I'm liking Fuck Those 0 0. Yeah, this one just reminds me of my ears being blown out after a concert. There's so many bags.
So many bags, so many bags, so many bags, so many bags, so many bags.
I'm liking the style of this one. These little add a lot.
I'm talking Chris Vic. You know it's a 10 meal. Got so many bags. Oh, yeah. Got so many bags. I'm serving up eggs.
Yeah.
You can get covered eggs. I'm too geeked up to relax. I'm fucking a soul out of back. I'm pulling the hair out of head. It's not real, so she not upset. Come here, baby. Listen, I'm
Yeah. So many bags with the heart.
I'm in LA, I'm swinging on chronic. She in LA, road day, yo, shot. She thinks she iconic.
I feel like this song is a pretty good example of what I was talking about, where I just like little variations and flourishes and changes and movement in music. And that's what's happening. It's not a lot. It's pretty subtle. It's pretty minimal, but it's just enough. Because to me, the distortion, the wall of sound, all that's fine and good. But for me, after like 30, 40 seconds, if I'm just hearing, you know, I go, okay, I get it. You know, let's do something else. And so really happy with Legion. Yeah, Legion. Because just these little elements of variety in sound, just, you know, we dropped out, came back in. There's these little elements getting dropped in. I like So Many Bags.
The way she riding me, you would think she was driving a big wheel. I'm sorry, I didn't make that. Yeah, I love you, bitch, crib.
Oh my god. I like So Many Bags. Dude, this album's fucking good. Oh, actually, you know what? The next one's the longest song off the album. It's called Shopping. And it's got Destroy Lonely. And oof. God damn, this one's like hit hard.
Shop with the hoe, shop with the hoe, shopping 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 with the hoe. Let's go. I throw Gucci on a coochie bag, bitches get the lacy. I go Hermes for a 10, and my go y'all hold the blicky. When you riding with a vamp, every day it feel like Christmas. She wanna sip my Sprite, I told that bitch I just remixed it. I'm in LA like a chemist. Rico book me wrong. She can't leave me alone. Pockets feel calzone. I might let the real. Shopping with your bitch, she wanna go to CC Hills.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was a little worried. Like, this is the longest song on the album. I thought Ghost was, but this one is just by a couple seconds more. Almost 4 minutes. It's so we're a minute in, and I was like, are we just going to stay? You know, I just got done talking about how much it matters when we get changes and stuff. Because if it's going to stay in the same beat for 4 minutes, I don't know if I'm going to be into it for 4 minutes. But now we dropped out, and he's got these lighter notes. So let me back it up about 10 seconds so we can catch that little change. But shit like this matters, man. It matters to me. It matters a lot.
Let's go shopping today. Let's go shopping today. I try to buy me a bitch, tryna buy me a new AK. Tryna buy me a bitch. Put that little boy in the ditch, they got nice and eat off his face.
I think this is the first time I've heard Destroy Lonely.
Shop it with you, ho. I can shop it with you. Let's shop. in different codes. I can't parlay with you. Swaggin' since a G. Swaggin' since a G.
I'm kind of fucking cool with this one. I'm surprised.
Swaggin' since a G. Swaggin' since a G. Swaggin' since a G.
Yeah, and then drop it out again. Yep.
Hit the hiking boots on, threw on them Magellas. Fly in the bird, might fuck around and leave a fella. Whatever. She eat rich dick, that's why she got an ERD sweater. Check out the song inside my stick, he ain't got no dick, he ain't got no gun. I was about to get
This is a fucking banger too, man. Jesus. This is a fascinating experience for me. Very fascinating. I feel like I'm finally kind of starting to understand. Well, I feel like I've always understood rage. It hasn't really clicked with me before. I've understood what's going on. You know, I understand why people liked it. It's an energy thing. That's it. It's just a fucking energy thing. It's kind of the, I don't know, modern day trap version of like thrash metal, essentially. But it's been hit or miss. This album is just fucking hitting for me. And I feel like, you know, every now and then people talk about, right, you know, all these people are in this album and I listen to it, I'm not into it, I don't understand. And then finally it clicks, right? I wonder if this is my it clicks moment. I wonder if this is it. Because yeah, this shit just works. You know, and a big part too, this is something that unfortunately is only recent for me. I've gotten better at vibing to the music and not worrying about the lyrics. I remember that a lot early in the channel, especially when I started getting into like the trap space and stuff. People were telling me, Bob, just don't worry about the fucking lyrics, man. Just listen to the music, right? And I was not able to at that point in time for whatever reason. Now I'm just, I mean, part of it, I feel stupid if I ignore the lyrics because that's a big part of the music, but we kind of ain't really supposed to pay attention to the lyrics, you know, and to me, that's still a gap that could be filled. I think that's a part where rage can evolve. And I feel like if anybody walks in and actually has something crazy cool to say rather than, to me, this is just like stereotypical, almost like trope style stuff. Like everybody says this. I feel like that's just a big opportunity there that's still waiting to be captured by somebody. But on the music side, man, I don't know, it's just fucking clicking for some reason. And, you know, and I'm impressed too, because like I was saying earlier, right? Like if you put this on for the casual listener, they'd be like, well, it all just kind of sounds the same. And yeah, it all does kind of sound the same. But they're sticking in this lane. Ken Carson and the production team that he's using, they're sticking in this lane, but there's just been enough variety, enough change up, that it's keeping it interesting. And that to me is what's surprising, because normally kind of with almost any album, gangster rap, I go through this, rage, I go through this, trap, I kind of go through, well, not so much trap, but usually I get to a point where like, okay, I've heard this, I've heard enough, I've had my fill, right? I haven't hit that wall yet. I have not hit that wall. And that's to me is what's most surprising so far. I haven't hit the wall of, okay, I've heard enough. No, I'm into it. It's still working for me.
Everything designer need my shirt, my pants, my drawers. I'm tryna shot at your bitch. I'm tryna shot at your bitch. They shot. I'm finna go get rich. I'm finna go get rich. I kinda watch I say bitch. I don't know reason your neck on free.
I like that the tempo's a little slower. I feel like the notes are a little lower. It's kind of like got a heavier tone to it. But then it lights up right here. I like that they do this too.
They ain't tripping on payment. Now I get a discount. Cause my name lit. Shopping with the hoes. Shopping with the hoes.
Let's see if it transitions into the next one. 17, amandabynes. That name is familiar to me. I don't know who that is. That name is familiar to me. Yeah, and they're nailing the transitions right now. In this portion of the album, they are crushing the transitions. That shit matters too. DJ Moon, Curseful, and oh my god, Renuza. Cocky yellow pineapple, fan just a party lines. They ain't fall in love with your figure, I fell in love with your mind. You ain't fall in love with my money, you fell in love with my time. Nelly, you for nothing, I got tired of your line. You not happy here. I'm having a hard time picking up on this one. Ken Carson's going kind of fast. You can't catch these drip on racks and shit you cannot find. You can't catch this with the Lamborghini that background beat is speedy as fuck. I can barely hear, I mean, I can hear it, but I can barely hear like the individual notes. It is like, or something. That was not close. That was way not close. But I like the rapidity. And then like, is that even a word? I've said it twice today. Rapidity. Is that an actual word? Or am I just being bald as fuck right now? I shouldn't ask you. You don't know shit about words. You can't even spell them, let alone if you know if they're real or not.
Nope. It sounds good.
It does sound good. It does sound good. We're going to say it's real.
We're going to say it's real.
And if it's not, I just invented it. And every time somebody uses it, they have to pay me royalties.
Yeah, Bob's word.
Bob's word. I don't remember why I paused. Let's keep going.
Niggas in the way, yeah. I just wanna win. Y'all think I'm too real for this shit. Everybody's 10. This $1 billion league. Are you in? My life on the line by that money. I like the pipe, jump out of them. Then we both got to do something, but I don't want to do stuff. They can't make your body shake that brother like he crump. When I get hot till I can't function.
I like that they pulled back the distortion on this one. Kind of clear it out a little bit.
She wake up and play. I've been in the stuff for 2-3 hours, ain't even inspired. When you really shot, can't even go out of stores in one day. When you really shot, they open up when it's closed anyway. And when I pop my shit, gotta open your ears and hear what I say. She that she all that.
So it's cool. This is fine. I'm going to pause here to talk about the previous song, Shopping, with Destroy Lonely. So I really like how much Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely were trading back and forth. And I kind of wish that's how it would have been with Lil Uzi Vert. Love Ghost. Ghost is a great song. Love Ken Carson just going on a fucking tear through that song. But he used up a lot of the time, which isn't necessarily bad. But all I'm saying is I really like on Shopping, there's a little bit more of a split between the two, a little bit more of an even split. And so that was cool. This song's fine. I don't know. Is Ken Carson like a fan of amandabynes or something? I don't know. But we'll use this little pause too to bring up the next song, which is going to be called Amnesia. Art Dealer, however you say that guy's name, and Out of Town, I produced it on that one. And that's going to be 18. We'll finish up with amandabynes. Solid. Cool with amandabynes. Not blown away. Not disappointed. Wouldn't skip. It's cool. It's fine. This. Shit's fast as fuck. I like that we get to a moment to hear it clearly, though. That's cool. I kind of don't like that finish. I don't know why. I wasn't into that. I took a girl to see the sauce down in the movie. I guess foreign cars in the next one unusual. I guess swag in there said it wasn't unknown to you. Down by my fatty got me watch back on no ownership. I'm in the hole like a kid in PE sitting in the bullet hole. If you reach for this chain, do. Pew pew pew. Put them on channel 2. Her ass bigger than the sun. This was cool. It was fine. This was fine. It's fine. But I will say now, I am concerned. I'm concerned because the album has been so strong up until this point. Up until track 16. So 16 songs that are pretty strong, in my opinion. And I've not been a huge fan of everyone, right? But overall, that first, 45, 50 minutes has been really, really strong. So now I really don't want the album to kind of wash out and just be like ho-hum on the last couple songs. I don't want that to happen. Amandabynes was fine. Amnesia is fine. But if I get a couple more, it's fine. It won't be fine anymore. It's weird how that works, right? If you take it's fine times 5, all of a sudden you go, it's not fine anymore. No, I want the album to maintain its strength. I'm very impressed that it's done what it's done so far. But Amnesia is cool. It's, but I almost regret saying I hadn't hit that wall yet where I feel like I've heard enough and I'm done. because I almost wondered if I like jinxed myself or something, or like created the idea in my head. But let's keep going. There's about a minute left on this one. The next one's called Flamethrower, Nick Spiders, and Q Exotic, who are new names on this album. We'll just let it roll right into that one when we get there. I take it back. I'm kind of cool with that music. But I did not like the transition out of amandabynes into this. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just too much of a change in sound. You reach for the chain, do. Alright, bit of a gap. Here's Flamethrower.
I'm a flamethrower, let your body boil, throw you in the soil, pour 8, let it drop it, look like car oil. Can't believe you left me, yeah, I did it all for. You won't come across another like me, yeah, I'm real. Ain't never complain, I pay for your nail, lashes and hair. If you want smoke, they just like smoke, I push it in the air. Yeah.
Huh. Kind of an interesting segment right there.
Flamethrower.
I'm kind of cool with Flamethrower. That little section right there. Just enough variety. A nice change.
I touch my stick in my balls, yeah, that's all I got. Money, drugs, sex, yeah, I fornicate a lot. Her pussy a flamethrower, look shot it burned out.
He won me over with Flamethrower right there.
I was in the studio, you jumping off yard. I'm starting to hate this, so I see the love fade. Can't walk in my crib with clothes, this is love cave. Pressure make diamonds, whoa, I'm flamethrower made.
One thing I'm telling myself is that example I gave earlier about the band Chevelle. And I mentioned Chevelle because there's a lot of people apparently who just aren't fans of Chevelle, that don't like Chevelle. I've always enjoyed them. I've never really understood why people aren't into them. But the criticism I hear about them is, well, their songs kind of sound the same, which, yeah, that's kind of what I like about them is I know when I get a Chevelle album, it's going to sound like Chevelle, right? And so I'm using that reference for myself, Chevelle, and how they sound as a reminder for this, because I think too often when I do reactions, when I sit down with something, my brain kind of gets into this thing of, oh, it's got to be something different and new and incredible and exciting. But that's ridiculous, right? Like you can't have that with everything. And I feel like the internet discussion is suffering from that too. So often people are just waiting for this next massive generational album. No, man, that's not how it works. Every album can't be generational. You've just destroyed the definition of the term if that's, if that's what's going on. And so solid, right? Like I was saying before, the last time I gave that example of Chevelle, not every song has to be an absolute banger, blowing your mind. Oh my God, best thing. It's just got to be solid. And this is solid. So even though maybe I like some other songs more, that run from Possession through Shopping was pretty fucking great, in my opinion. It's good, strong run right there, 4 songs. Okay, maybe we've come down half a click, but it's still solid, right? It's still listenable. If you're into Rage, you're cool with this. You let it run, you let it play. Speaking of letting it run, the next one's called Knocking. The producer is Cliff Shane. Knocking's going to be track 20. So we'll let it roll into Knocking out of Flamethrower, which got about 40 seconds left. Yeah, I'm cool, but I like Flamethrower. I like Flamethrower. Oh, it's going to fade on us. Wow. Get a moment to breathe. All right, we're going to roll into 20. This is Knocking. Ooh. Cliff Shane bringing us a different style of sound here. Oh, it's some crunchy.
Knocking at your door, whoa, let me in. Been with the same since day one, ain't got no new friends. If you had a problem from the jump, should've cut me off then. I been knocking these hoes down, yeah, they bowling pins. I'm in competition with myself. Tell me how you feel, yeah, let me comprehend. Them niggas ran right in, I will if I pay my own way.
This is cool.
Where was you when I was on the block all day? I could've been your plug, you could've helped me make pay.
This is really cool.
In my spot, ain't gotta make space. I say whatever come to my talk, they tryna
Well
save
done
face.
with
How
the
you complain
amount of
about
distortion.
motherfuckers in the same place? Now it's been blunt.
What I really like is this long, sustained whoa. It's like a growl, but it's not even a growl. It's just this. I want to say like a bare voltage line, but not like super high voltage. There's voltage and it's a bare line, and so you can kind of like see it, you know, just kind of like that. I like, it makes my throat tighten up when I make that sound. I like what the production's doing with that sustained kind of crunchy hang on the loop. Fucking cool.
I'm in Atlanta with it.
And it clears it out too.
Told her don't rush, you suck me up. Take your
brings
time,
it in.
bitch. On my grind, yeah.
Yeah.
Go record. I picked up the camera,
Yeah.
make a move with your heart. Ain't going back and forth with these niggas, yeah, they piss poor. But you late in 2025, they
Dude, this is a great
Niggas
production.
saying in 2025, yeah, there's nothing new. 2025, with 2025, I'm one up on you. I just
yeah.
left for two.
Dude, seriously, I don't do this very often. Shout out to Cliff Shane. Shout out to Cliff Shane. I don't know who the fuck you are, dude, but I really like what you've done here. I like how you've created this beat. I really, really like that you give us a section of this production without the distortion on top. Because you're kind of like giving it away. Like you're almost showing the secret of how you made this beat. You made this beat, and then you've got this layer that you put on, but you don't just slap it on. You're not like flipping a switch like a toggle. You're sliding it in. Fucking cool. Fucking cool. Shout out to Cliff Shane, dude. Fuck yeah. I really like this production. This is just different. It's different. It's unique. It's kind of original. I mean, but it's using sounds that people have used. So it's just a new take on what we've heard.
You need to know who I am. Heard you knocking at
Yeah,
the
dude.
door, you must ain't hear it slam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knocking at your door, whoa, let me in. Been with the same since day one, ain't got no new friends. If you had a problem from the
Yeah.
should've cut me off.
I like knocking.
I been knocking these hoes down, yeah, they bowling pins.
Cool production. That shit right there. We're going to pause. We're going to try and get this transition. So, again, why, right? Why do I like it so much? Why do I like it so much? It reminds me of a heavy riff from a fucking metal song where they just, whoa, blah. Like, what's that one song? Dope Smoker. What's the name of it? The album's, it's one song. It's like an hour and a half, or not an hour and a half. It's like an hour and 9 minutes. Put on, look, what's it called? Sleep? Dope Smoker? I can't remember. But it's one song. It's literally over an hour. In the opening portion, it's just kind of like that. These long, hanging riffs. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's cool. It's cool. Cliff, what was his name? Cliff what? Cliff Shane. Cliff Shane. 2 first names. You can't do that. And you're missing an F over here. Cliff, what a disaster. What's going on? 2 first names and you're missing a letter? I don't know. I'm being silly. I'm just happy. This is cool production. Very, very cool production. Shout out Cliff Shane for sure. Next one's called Addiction. Filthy, Lucrative, Samson, and Ben Litsky. I feel like I've heard all of those names before. The Addiction is going to be track 21. We got a couple seconds left of knocking, so we'll roll right into Addiction. Dude, knocking.
I got some of these niggas.
Definitely a
I got
favorite.
some of these hoes. For the internet, I know my pole up, see a troll. Being I heard back here with a thought this little bitch stole. Princess cut right gold. His diamonds not shining. My whole chain hit harder than yours, you need to check them diamonds. Neck on frozen every time I walk in the room, I switch climate. Lost my mind, don't know where to start looking to find it. Got my dress iconic, she don't time my shoe, she shiny. Wake up, now I got for a bunny. She a freak, want more than sex. Money freak, I want more than chicks. Money geek, I been studying in bands. This one chain costs us advance. Taking chain on strong lens. Now I'm jigging, on dance. Fuck the clothes, trying to own land.
I keep like waiting, waiting for the drop. I feel like Ken Carson's vocals are a little further back on this one, which isn't necessarily bad, but I'm noticing it. I'm just noticing it tiny bit. It's the mixing, you guys. It's the mixing. No, it just sounds a little further back. And I keep waiting. I keep like waiting for a drop. I'm too excited. The last song got me too excited. It's all Cliff Shane's fault. It's not my fault. It's Cliff Shane's fault. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, I get it. Addiction's good. Addiction's good. I like how it just finishes strong too. Just pushing through. Want to be the groom? His bride got Ken Carson on replay. Yeah. Just pushing right into it. Oh, it fades. Oh, I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that it fades. That's good. Addiction's good. All right, there's one song left. One song left. And it's another feature with Playboy Cardi, which is kind of wise. Because it's called We Did It, KP Beats, Sort, and Lucian. Lucian, okay. They're producing here. Final track. We Did It. Track 22. 3 minutes, just under 4 minutes. This song really matters. This song really matters. And I don't want to like put too much pressure on it. But this song has to hit. The song really, we have to close with fucking fire. Because this album has done so well. So well. Honestly, for me, even the songs where I'm like, cool. Like, to me, no skip. There's no skip here. I'm not saying they're all like fucking bangers and fire. There's been a handful of songs that are just cool, solid, right? But that's fine. That's fine. It's got to clear that skip bar. It's got to clear that skip bar. And with Playboy Cardi being the featured on here, this song's got to hit. And I'm like nervous going into it because, I mean, it's not huge. It doesn't fucking matter. But, well, no, it does. It does matter. It does matter. That's the thing. Especially, you know, because you get in the rage scene. Playboy Cardi's a big name. They're from the same label, you know, like they're all kind of doing, well, I don't want to say they're all kind of doing the same thing, but you know what I mean? So if this song hits, if we close out with a fucking banger, we got something special here, honestly, in my opinion, as I burp while I'm talking. Let's drop in. Final track. We Did It, featuring Playboy Cardi. Here we go. Oh, interesting.
ARP, hit them, swap hoes out, I did them, swap clothes out, I did them, grab Sims, rig, double 05, YBL bigger than the big show. Lane, gotta tell her, I know his bitch, no. Throw it sport, this range roll, bust down, chain go. Mo chains and Wilson, Django, took his chains, on bold, cut her off, on cold, VVV, whoa. BBVs, whoa, my back is deep.
It's crazy to me how much Playboy Cardi's voice changed.
She like daddy, please. So fucking key. Went with me. Got killed with me. That's baby G. I spread tease, yeah, bump his knees. Yeah, on a man to me, for what she saying to me.
This is cool.
Man, long centipede, yellow bone make a tease. Told Ken don't split that key. Both of us done had some seeds. 100 cars, it's a fleet. Whole gang got SITs.
Shout out the swag up, it's contagious like a
Yeah,
disease.
this is cool.
Need my swag bag, seeing that, cease and disease. Already cool, her, I've been throwing up ease.
This is cool.
My red cruise, her.
And it looks like they're gonna split the time pretty well, too.
Down all designs, partner made this shit. Get hit with brass knuckles. Got ice all on my fist. Don't be
I like
the
how much
last
is chilling right here.
Little pussy nigga on this shit.
Pull up the man in black. Pull up like men in black. It's like, all of my business, they fucking, they coming right back. Hand me that bitch and I'm running right through like a running man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I know some
Yeah.
hoes gon' suck
Holy
and lay
shit.
on the game like a doorman. I shoot this shit motherfucking dog. Bitch, you know that. My pipes getting big like rocks.
I like this newer sound of Playboy
She
Cardi.
just wanna find my bands, too much sauce, she don't understand. She better hide my tits. If she dumb, she get beat by her man. Oh man, forget it, bitch, you beat up by this shit.
Wow, dude. Wow. I'm smiling because they did it. Ken Carson fucking did it, dude. It's a great album. Yeah, holy shit. Holy shit. Good closer. And, you know, you never know what's going to be the appropriate closer, right? But when I hear this song, cool song, and I was reading the summary here while I was playing, right? It was talking about this is a snippet that's been played. Here, I'll just read the whole thing. First surfaced in May of this year. After videos from somebody's private Instagram stories began circulated online, the song was previewed almost in full at Rolling Loud in Orlando a couple days later. And then in June, it was part of the rollout for Xperiment, previewed another snippet of the song. And then 28 later, or dropped a 28-second snippet on SoundCloud, Can't Talk. So I wonder if this was part of like, you know, hyping up the album, getting it ready to come out and all that kind of shit. And so, of course, Playboy Cardi is being featured and all that shit. But the energy of that song doesn't really belong anywhere else on the album. So to me, very, very appropriate to close it out with that song. Y'all. Ken Carson just did a great job. Great job. Great job, in my opinion. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I don't know why. You know, last night, like I said, yesterday, I was like, I'm just kind of excited. I want to hear this. And that's why I'm squeezing it in this morning. I'm finishing right on schedule. It's about where I need to be to get out the door when we want to leave. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I feel like, you know, I wish I could articulate this better, but Ken Carson has helped me click with the rage scene a little bit better. I don't have any skips. I don't have any skips. There's nothing on here where I go, no, I'm not interested in this. I got a little scared towards the end with Amandabynes and Amnesia. Those two songs, I was kind of like, they're fine. They're fine. But I don't want to end an album with fine. You know, I want to finish strong. But Flamethrower was cool. Knocking was fucking great. Great. Cloud out. Shout. I can't talk. Cloud out. Shout out to Cliff. Right? Or was it Knocking? Or which one was it? Not Xperiment. Knocking. Yeah, Cliff Chain. Really liked the production on that one. And then Addiction was cool. And We Did It is fucking cool. Cool. Did that little stretch, Possession, Fuck with 00, So Many Bags, Shopping, cool. Ghost with Lil Uzi Vert was great. I remember really liking The Ritual. Interlude even impressed me, even though it's just called Interlude and it's 90 seconds long. Out of My Body, Truth. Wrist was cool. Shadeson with Too Hollis. Too Hollis killed the production on that. Death Note was just a fucking, like a constant nuclear explosion. Just... Y'all, holy shit. I really like this album. I'm just kind of surprised by that. There's been, like I was saying at the beginning, right? It's been hit or miss for me, Rage. It's been hit or miss. And I kind of like what people are trying to do. Like I kind of feel like I understand the concept, the idea, the intent. But this one's just got the execution, man. It's got the execution. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's fun. Something that's another reason why I'm smiling so much is it's like, okay, I'm not an old head yet. Not yet. I was getting a little worried, but SD Kid with Rebel, I was like, okay, cool. I'm not an old head yet. Slayer with Half-Blood, okay, cool. I'm not an old head yet, right? But every now and then I'm like, oh shit, is it finally happening to me where I can't listen to something new and enjoy it? Sometimes there's stuff not into it, but I can appreciate it, right? I can appreciate it. All right, I get why people are into this. That's not my thing, but I get why people. I'm into this one. I'm into this. Yes, I am. Well, there you go. There you go, y'all. There is Xperiment by Ken Carson. In terms of it being called an experiment, doesn't really necessarily feel like an experiment. It feels, more of like a refinement, honestly, in my opinion. But that's a less interesting name, refinement. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Be on the cover with a glass of wine and his pinky out, oh, I'm so refined. No, not so much. Not so much an experiment, but definitely a refinement on the sound. Yeah. And this is fun, man. This is fun for me. Just watching where this genre goes and what happens next. I'm curious to see. I think Slayer's got something coming soon. I think SD Kid's talking about got something. It's just neat, and I like Yeet a lot. I'm a big fan of Yeet. Honestly, he's probably out of that group, he's probably the one he is the one I listen to the most. I like him quite a bit. But like A Dangerous Life, even though it's I like what he's trying to do, it just didn't really hit on the music side, and so he got raked over the coals for that. It's tough. It's fucking tough, man. You try to evolve, you try to change. But if it goes in a direction people don't like, they let you know. They certainly let you know. This one, man, like another thing too, I'm curious about because I got up in I started recording it was before 6, and I have not seen. I did not go on the internet. Nothing, right? I played some games for about an hour this morning. Like wake up, and I was like, all right, let's get to work. Let's put on the album. So I have literally not seen a single fucking word of opinion about this album. And so I've had my experience like completely unsullied, right? Now I'll get to go online this weekend here and there and be like, what are people saying about this? And I can already tell. People are going to be saying it's shit. It's the same thing. I really hope that the actual fans of rage music, not the fucking people that love to bitch about it, the actual fans, I hope they heard what I heard. I hope they enjoyed this as much as I did. Because I feel like I'm not a massive fan, but this album pulled me in big time. For me, personally. All right, y'all. Enjoy your 4th. Make sure you're drinking plenty of alcohol before you handle fireworks. That's the American way, right? All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.